call the regular session of the Black Hawk County Board of Supervisors meeting to order. Mr. Veeder, roll call vote, please.
Leyland,
Here.
Little,
Here.
Schwartz,
Here.
White,
Here.
Velka.
Here. Please join me for a moment of silence to reflect on our actions. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I will entertain a motion to receive the agenda as proposed or amended.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those aye. All those opposed say no. We have an agenda. Public comments. Do we have anybody in the boardroom that would like to provide public comment? Yes, sir. Please give us your name and address.
Thanks, Supervisor Trelka. My name's Todd Obadal, live at 124 Amity Drive, Waterloo, Iowa. I come here this morning to comment on item of business from last week. There was a proposal that was submitted regarding Second Amendment rights for the citizens of Black Hawk County. This was a proposal that was presented as a resolution by the Republicans of Black Hawk County, of which I am a member. And part of that resolution was presented to our Board of Supervisors for them to assure and reinforce the rights, the constitutional rights of the people of Black Hawk County in regards to the Second Amendment in particular. Supervisor Trelka made a motion to have some language introduced, and there was not a second, so the motion died. That is a little troubling. The Board of Supervisors is here to listen to and discuss concerns of the citizens. Typically, my observation has been when a second is not given, that either means that the item is frivolous or that it is a difficult vote that members do not want to take. This is not a frivolous item. We're assured that the supervisors and our law enforcement will protect our constitutional rights. That's great to hear. But back in May of 2020, the Black Hawk County Republicans, we passed a resolution which stated that the office of the governor has no authority to restrict the rights of the people to peaceably assemble, which is a First Amendment right in our Constitution and a right in our state constitution. There were edicts that were given to law enforcement that were enforced that were violating the rights of the people to peaceably assemble in church and in secular locations. We asked for the, we asserted that there was no legal authority for the governor, not a Republican governor, not a particular governor, but for the governor to do that. Yet this edict was being enforced in this county. We would like to have our supervisors say that they do care about the Constitution. In regards to the rights to peaceably assemble, approximately 6 weeks after that edict was given, the governor did say that there were constitutional issues with enforcing that edict in regards to places of religious worship. The Constitution didn't change in those 6 weeks. It was the opinion of those in power that changed in regards to that. That was 6 weeks in which the constitutional rights of the citizens of Black Hawk County were being violated. What we are asking for is our local representatives and our local law enforcement to make a statement expressing that they will protect the rights of the people of Black Hawk County in regards to the Constitution that the members of this board have sworn to uphold. I ask that this item be reconsidered and brought to business at the nearest possible time. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Is there anyone else in the boardroom that would like to provide public comment? Do we have anyone on Zoom or the phone that would like to provide public comment? Claims and payments, Mr. Perry.
This week's expenditures total $522,350.89, of which secondary roads $316,979, jail commissary $18,164, maintenance $43,469, and finally sheriff's department $12,000 $35. Everything looked normal.
All right, we have a resolution that the Board of Supervisors approve expenditures and that the county auditor be authorized and directed to issue checks against the various settlement of such claims as allowed.
So moved.
Second.
Any comments or questions? Mr. Veeder, roll call vote, please.
Leyland,
Yes.
Little,
Yes.
Schwartz,
Yes.
White,
Yes.
Jelka.
Yes. Item number 4, project updates from department heads and elected officials. Kathy?
Good morning, Board. Kathy Nicholas, County Engineer. A brief update on the secondary roads. We are continuing to haul mile rock. We are about a month ahead of schedule from over an average year. We should be completing our 20 miles for each district by the end of August, and we may be able to do 1 to 3 more miles in each district after that. So that's, we're in good shape in that. On the gravel roads, we are continuing to mow. This is starting the second round of mowing on the gravel road system, which will also be the last round of mowing on the gravel road system. For our construction work, PCI, I showed you photos from that, the Gresham Road Bridge last week. They are still continuing to install that false work. If you are interested in seeing that concrete deck being poured, please let Ryan or myself know. It sounds like it may be next week before that gets poured, so please let us know if you're interested in seeing that. And then also we have another bridge that has started on Kimball Avenue, south of Rhinebeck Road, and we're about 3 weeks into that, and Jim Schrader is the construction contractor on that, and there's good progress being made on that bridge as well. If you're interested in seeing that, let us know and we'll get you out there to see it. Can I answer any questions? Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
Thanks, Kathy.
Any other department head or elected official in the boardroom that would like to provide an update? Do we have any on Zoom or online that would like to provide an update? All right, item number 5, approval of the minutes from August 10th, 2021.
Second.
All those in favor say it has been moved, it has been seconded. Any comments or questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed say no. The consent agenda.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any comments or questions? Mr. Veeder, roll call vote, please.
Little,
Yes.
Schwartz,
Yes.
White,
Yes.
Leyland,
Yes.
Jelka.
Yes. Item number 7A is a resolution that the agreement between Blackhawk County and the Iowa Department of Transportation, IDOT Agreement Number 2-21-STBG-SWAP-010 for a surface transportation swap project, STBG-SWAP
Second.
C007 in parentheses 165-FG-07 on Eagle Road B46 from V37 Dysart Road east to Highway 218. Be approved and direct the chair to sign for same as recommended by Catherine Nicholas, County Engineer. Did I get it right, Kathy?
Yes, you did. Yeah, so this is an agreement we have with Iowa DOT that we will use state funds to resurface this roadway next year. We are receiving $800 from the RTA for this project. We're budgeting $1.4 million for the entire project. The remainder of the money will be from our FM account. So
How much are we getting again?
$800.
I'm sorry, 800,000. 800,000 from the RTA. And the agreement stipulates that we will follow state and federal regulations.
All right, it's been moved and seconded. Any questions for Kathy? Any comments? Mr. Veeder, roll call vote, please.
Schwartz,
Yes.
White,
Yes.
Leyland,
Yes.
Little,
Yes.
Jelka.
Yes. Item 8A is a resolution that the bridge embargo restoring vehicle and load limits to the maximum legal limit for the structure crossing Miller Creek located on Quarry Road between Hammond Road and Hess Road, FHWA 74270,
So moved.
Section 14, T87 North, R13 West, be approved, and the removal of the signs from the structures as recommended by Catherine Nicholas, County Engineer. It's It's been moved by Mr. White. I will second it. Kathy?
Yeah, this is the bridge project that you toured on the bus tour. So as a consequence of replacing placing a new structure there, we do need to remove the official embargo that was on the last bridge. So I would ask that you do that today, and we'll amend our our structure records to indicate we've removed that.
Any other questions? Comments? Mr. Veeder, roll call vote, please.
White,
Yes.
Leyland,
Yes.
Little,
Yes.
Schwartz,
Yes.
Jelka.
Yes. Item 8B is a motion that the appointment of Disha Cornish as a representative for the Blackhawk County Health Department Board be approved, effective August 17th, 2021 through December 31st,
So moved.
2021.
So moved.
Yeah, that term should probably be changed.
Oh, yes. What is the term?
I
When
was gonna
it,
say, is it a 3-year term? It's 3 or 5. Do you
I
remember?
thought there were 5.
Okay.
so December 31st, 2020 what?
26.
Because I thought she was completing the term of
Oh.
Dr. Zeman.
I
That's
think
true.
right now we have to look at just finishing out Dr. Seaman's
Yes.
term.
So that would be.
And I'm failing right now to remember when that ended officially. Do we got it? It is December
Okay,
31,
so we're
2021.
good on the date.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'll second it. Last week, Supervisor Schwartz and I interviewed 3 candidates. We both came to the agreement that we felt Disha was the best candidate for the board. My reasons for that are because of her holistic approach and belief in public health. I like how she expanded beyond COVID, her experience, and I'm intrigued that she's also a Swedish resident, because Sweden has taken a very unique approach to pandemics, and I still don't know if it's a good or bad approach, but it's been intriguing. When Chris and I discussed the candidates, what was revealing for me is we both felt that she was the best fit for the board.
So, question, why do we got the other 2 on there?
I believe Supervisor Little asked that they be
Oh,
put on as
okay,
well.
Okay.
Actually, I think all 3 of them should have been in one resolution and a motion like Chris made for the one individual. There was a second, you'd hold a roll call on that. So probably shouldn't have had 3 separate resolutions.
All right, we'll take them one at a time.
If that's your recommendation, we probably don't. Do we need to take the other 2? But I was going to say,
I
you
would
want
say
to
if
make
this
comments.
passes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
No, you don't. That's why it should have been all one resolution.
Okay. But all the candidates, applicants are really excellent. I appreciate all of them applying. But DISA definitely encompassed the largest breadth of knowledge of public health and all the aspects. And I really appreciate her communication style. And I thought that would be helpful on the board as well, of how to break down sometimes complex public health issues into a vernacular that everybody can understand. And so I thought they all interviewed very well, but Issa just definitely stood out to both Dan and I. And so I think that speaks volumes for her candidacy.
And then we keep the others on file for 2 years. If
Yep.
That's great. So that's super.
Yes, and after I call for a vote, we have Disha on Zoom, actually, or online. So a motion has been made, it's been seconded. We had comments, we had questions. Are there any more comments and questions? All right, all those in favor say aye.
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 Aye. All those opposed say no. Disha, you're on the Board of Health. Do you have any comments you'd like to make?
No, I guess I just want to say thank you so much. Thank you to Supervisors Strelka and Schwartz for going through the work of interviewing candidates, and to all of the supervisors for carefully considering this issue. And I look forward to serving the term. So it is, just to clarify, through December 21, just to serve out Dr. Zeman's term, and then the future is maybe a little more up in the air.
Yep, they'll have to be a reappointment, or that you'll be eligible for.
Yes, if you agree to do it, typically that would be just a reappointment then, at that time, yes. We want to thank you especially for applying, but I said, and I know, and your patience, because I know you applied several months ago, and we wanted to make certain we were doing an adequate search. So appreciate your patience, though, and your interest and willingness.
Sure, absolutely.
Sure.
These things should take the time needed in order to make the process work right. I'd also like to just quickly thank the staff of the Blackhawk County Health Department. They've been working tirelessly. Well, they've always worked tirelessly, but especially through the pandemic. So I'd like to thank them publicly for all of the work that they've been doing.
All right, thank you, Deisha. Since we have an approved agenda, we'll go through each one of these individually and take a vote on them.
So we'd vote no?
Yep, they're on an approved agenda.
Or if there's no motion made.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I don't think you need to make the motion.
Yeah.
All
I
right,
don't think we're being
Just
action.
pass them over.
Or
all right, we're going to move on to 8E, a motion that the personnel requisition for an office specialist, full-time replacement in the county recorder's office with an immediate start date be approved as recommended by Sandy Smith,
So moved.
county
Second.
recorder. It's been moved and seconded. Any comments or questions? All those in favor say aye.
All right.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed say no. Item 8F is a motion to direct the county auditor to advertise for a public hearing to be held at 9:07 a.m. on Tuesday, August 31st, 2021,
So moved.
Second.
in Boardroom 201 of Blackhawk County Courthouse, 316 East 5th Street, Waterloo, Iowa, on the proposed ordinance number 77-258 from a request submitted by Daryl and Lisa Phillips at north and west of 7320 Gilbertville Road to rezone 2.85 acres from A Agricultural District to AR Agricultural District to build a new single-family home. It's been moved and seconded. Do we have any comments? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed say no. Item 8G is a discussion in regard to county preparedness and possible updates for COVID-19. Josh, it looks like you're on.
Yes, thank you very much, Board. Dr. Ravone just asked me to be here this morning to provide some brief updates on COVID-19 and our response efforts. Just give an update on current status of where we're at with COVID-19 activity in the county. We are still seeing activity increasing. To give you kind of a perspective, we're averaging about 7 cases per day in May. That increased to 13 cases per day in June, to 22 cases per day in July, and today in August we're at 44 cases per day on average. So really an increasing trend, and we're continuing to see those numbers go up. As of yesterday morning, we had 17,643 positive individuals, 16,232 recoveries, 13.6% positivity over the last 14 days, and 320 deaths. To give an update on our vaccination efforts, in total Blackhawk County, our healthcare partners have administered 146,930 doses of vaccine. That equates to 73,753 complete vaccine series. And then as of August 11th, 61.1% of Blackhawk County residents aged 12 and older have received at least their first dose of COVID-19 vaccines. That number is 62.5% in adults 18 and over. Some trends we've been seeing in vaccination, we've been seeing some increases over the last few weeks, particularly in the 12 to 17-year-old group as we prepare for back to school. They're currently at 43% have received at least their first dose, and that's a 2% increase from last week. So I've been seeing quite a bit of activity in that group in particular. We're continuing to support vaccination efforts along with our healthcare partners. Unity Point is helping support efforts with Tyson with their vaccine mandate, as well as Waterloo schools and preparing for back to school. And then Greenwood Pharmacy is helping with Hudson and Union School vaccination clinics as well. Finally, I just want to touch on some brief guidance changes from CDC that have come out since last week. The first is you may have seen on Friday, CDC recommended the first set of booster doses. This is really for a limited population. It's only for those with moderate to severely compromised immune systems. And it was recommended that they receive a third dose of one of the mRNA vaccines after their initial 2-dose series. And then on also last week, CDC updated the recommendation for pregnant people that they should be vaccinated against COVID-19. Previously, they had said pregnant people are eligible for vaccine, but now they have changed it to say that they do in fact recommend that those who are pregnant get vaccinated. But that is all I had for an update today. Are there any questions from the board?
Okay, thank you, Josh. Item number 9. Any reports or information from the board? All right, item number 10 is closed session. We have a resolution that pursuant to the provisions of Iowa Open Meetings Law, the Blackhawk County Board of Supervisors shall proceed into closed session at 9:05 a.m. It is now about 9:21 a.m. for the purpose of collective bargaining strategies pursuant to state statute 20.17 of the Code of Iowa. Do you have a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Mr. Veeder, roll call vote, please.
Leyland,
Yes.
Little,
Yes.
Schwartz,
Yes.
White,
Yes.
Trelka.
Yes. All right, we're going to go into closed session. Grant, you need a motion to adjourn from closed session?
So moved.
All
Second.
those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed say no. When shall we reschedule this for?
7th?
When did you say? 7th?
That's the next one. Or no, I guess.
31st.
Didn't you say the 31st?
31st.
Again?
Who is gone?
Galloway?
Yeah, so I, gave him pretty short notice. Like I said, he's out this week. He did say, I said, are you available the 24th or the 31st? He said the 24th, yes. But I understand that we're not going to have a full board for that meeting. There are some time-sensitive things to discuss, but, we can work with him to see if he can come up. And if it, maybe not a Tuesday, I don't know if that's something this board is open to as well.
Yes.
Sure.
That's fine.
Okay, I can, I'll probably have to get with him next week and let him know. We'll just kind of, I'll find out his availability and work with the 5 of you. Does that sound okay?
Sure. Yes.
And others if we needed.
And right.
I was going to say, depending on who else needs to be, part of this. All of us, I guess.
Sure.
Thanks.
So I'm going to make an motion to adjourn.
Yeah, so moved.
Second?
All those in favor say aye.
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 Aye. Opposed say no. We are adjourned.